Hello gorgeous girl, welcome back to my channel, and I know this video is going to be super helpful for you, and for some of you, you might feel personally affected by this video. So I'm not here to make you mad at me, but I am here just to tell you the truth. And literally, I just did a big closet clear out myself, and I thought, you know what girl, it's time for me to update my wardrobe because it is 2025 and feeling anything less than abso-freaking-lutely fabulous is not it. We have made a pact together as a community on this channel that we are gonna show up as the best versions of ourselves. So let's get into what we are not doing anymore and what we are going to be doing more of. The first thing that might be making you look frumpy and honestly aging you are your cardigans. Now, cardigans historically are thought of as kind of like an older lady sweater, like a grandma sweater. I personally love a cardigan. I've always loved a cardigan. I just think it's just that perfect little layering piece. And especially since I live in Miami now, we can't really do lots of like crazy sweaters, or you just end up like sweating all day long. But cardigans now have changed. I remember probably about like 10 years ago when those like long sort of drapey cardigans that had no buttons and were open were all the things. And it wasn't just that cardigan, it was also the vest version of that. If you are still wearing that, at least outside of your home, please stop. Now I have one. Let me explain that I will not get rid of. So don't get mad at me. We're just kind of re-navigating how we use them. So I have one that I got at Gap Body. I think it's actually meant to be more of like a robe at home, or like a loungewear piece, if you will. It has a hood, it has no buttons, it's long, it's comfy, it's cozy, and sometimes it gets damp and it gets cold in Miami. And when that is the case, I, of course, in my house, not out of my house, I will put that on, and I feel comfy, I feel cozy, I'm very like snuggly, I love it. But we are not leaving our house with those sweaters anymore, we're done. So here's what we are doing instead. More fitted cardigans. What I mean are cardigans where the waistband actually goes to like the top of your pants, or that can be tucked in. Now, we've got a little room to play with this, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly that, but at least like not really past your hips. So we don't really want those like super long cardigans anymore. I just feel like that's like dragging us down, aging us, and looking very like 10, 15, even 20 years ago. What I love about cardigans right now is I think cardigans are sexy as hell. I featured a while ago a navy blue cardigan that I got on Amazon Essentials that I absolutely love. And when I wear it with like this necklace with nothing underneath, I just feel very like sexy and just put together. If you are like, girl, I am not, you know, not wearing anything underneath, put a little cami or something underneath, maybe a little lace peeking out will look great, but we love that look. If you are not a V-neck kind of gal, you are also in luck because it's very of the moment right now to have more of a crew neck cardigan. You know, historically, I am not a crew neck person because I'm very flat chested, but I actually did just order one in a gorgeous chocolate brown shade, which I'm hoping will be here, so I'll put some footage in here of me actually wearing it as well. And I just thought, oh, I can see that because I have this like beautiful sort of animal print skirt, and I thought that could look super chic tucked in there, but also with any of my wide leg jeans, it will just look so, so good. So just take a look at your closet, and at least at the very minimum, if you've got some of these pieces, just dedicate them to only being worn in the house. Even better if you donate them. There are many people that need a lot of things right now. And update your wardrobe to things that are just a little bit more current and are not going to give you any frump at all. Another thing that's often overlooked is what are you wearing on your face, meaning your glasses. I love glasses. I love sunglasses. I wear them all the time. My eyes are very sensitive, but some glasses styles can really, really, really just make you look outdated, you know? I'm talking about those, again, like early 2000s sunglasses. I know sometimes it's hard to, you know, get away from the things that you love, that you're used to wearing. And of course, like with anything, you've got to use what works with your face right now. But now, you're gonna look a little bit more current if your glasses are actually a little bit more statement-y, and I am so here for it. So just like a boring pair of glasses that just serve the purpose, Okay, fine, but why not make a statement? And that's gonna definitely not make you look frumpy, and it's really gonna elevate your look. So more statement-y looking glasses. Think playing with colors, playing with tints, right? So that it's really not about like, oh, I don't want people to see that I'm wearing glasses, but like, I want you to notice my glasses. I want to make a statement with my glasses. And what a great way to do that. This is important to do not with just your regular glasses or your reading glasses, but also with your sunglasses. Play with them. Now, hear me out. Something that's very, very trendy right now, and at 50 years old, I don't really follow trends, and I hope you don't either, are those very like oval, kind of smaller glasses that are very like 90s minimal. That's not a good look for me. It just isn't. I need a big glass. I've got a big head. I've got a big face. So I need like bigger glasses, but kind of finding things that have a little bit more of a horizontal shape is fun. And so I'll insert some of the new pairs that I've been finding. Oh, and fun fact, every single pair of sunglasses that I own at this moment, they're all from Amazon. In fact, I actually just got rid of a pair of YSL sunglasses that I had gotten a couple years ago because I truly just never wear them. So, you know, you can get some great quality glasses on Amazon. I'll leave some of my favorites linked down below, of course, to make it easy for you. So it's really important that we switch things up and kind of just energize our wardrobe. That's gonna make a huge difference to your looks. So speaking of energy, if you're anything like me, I am always looking for ways to increase my energy, to just feel more vitality, and to really just show up as the best version of me. Because let's face it, if we're not feeling healthy, confident, and energetic, that's when, for sure, I can speak of this because I know I am included in this too, that's when I just don't care about my appearance at all, and that's when we start getting that frumpy look. So by now, if you've been following me for a while, you know how much I love my Gem Daily Bites. That's my real food source multivitamin bite that I've been taking now for 8 or 9 months, and I absolutely love them. But did you know that they also have a Gem Energy Aid bite? And let me tell you, it is next level. It supports my energy and metabolism with its blend of green tea, L-theanine, ginseng, and cacao. And unlike pills and powders, they're made from real food ingredients, so they're more bioavailable to you. I love enjoying my Gem Energy Aid bite anytime I feel like I just need a little pick-me-up. So usually for me, it's like kind of that like afternoon kind of coffee hour time of day. Ooh, and they are the perfect chocolatey flavor that has just the perfect amount of sea salt and even a little bit of crunch from the cacao. I only talk about things that I absolutely use and love, and Gem is really top of the list for me. So definitely check out Gem, and I got you a special discount. So go here right now, and I'll leave it, of course, linked down below in the description box, and enter code TracyC for a very special discount. Okay, ladies, I want you to go to your closet right now. And if you are holding on to those old, outdated, boxy blazers, it's time to get rid of them. Suiting is having a moment right now. I love blazers, and remember, fashion is cyclical, so maybe you're just packing those blazers away that are boxy and just putting them away for when it comes back around, because it will, but it is gonna make you look more dated and quite possibly a little bit more on the frumpier side. We love a blazer. I think a blazer is just the perfect piece because it just kind of ties everything together. I'm actually so sad because here in Miami, we really don't get to wear that third piece of a blazer that often, but it's always freezing at night here, especially with the air conditioning in restaurants. So I always am bringing like a wrap or a blazer or some other third piece for me. Now is the time to invest in blazers that have a little bit more soft tailoring to them. You know, some things are going to be big and oversized, and then some things are going to be a little bit more fitted and emphasizing the waist. To me, it really doesn't matter. We don't want to look like we're stuck in the 80s, and we don't want to look like we're in the early 2000s with that kind of like clueless type of look. We want to find something in between, and especially if you're like me and I'm 50 years old now, we want to look timeless, classic, elegant, and just like we can look at a picture of ourselves now and in 10, 15 years years and not have it scream today. So softly tailored pieces. Look in your closet, try everything on. And if you have those ones that just don't feel like you, don't flatter you, don't fit you, or just not it, get rid of them, donate them, and look for other pieces. Now, I think personally, this is where the hunt is on. So personally, I'm a huge fan of like vintage and designer consignment, especially for blazers, because I am actually a tiny gal. I find that a lot of things that are vintage actually fit me much better because they're just cut a little bit smaller, and then I don't have to take things in so much, but I do love things to be a little bit bigger. So play with sizing, play with proportions, but you want something that just feels like the best version of you. No boxes. Boxes doesn't feel good. Box equals frump. We want something that kind of just has a soft tailoring. Even if it's oversized, it can still be feminine and really fit you in a nice way and look really current. So some of you might know that in January, the very beginning of the year, I think it was actually the first of the year, this year, I decided to clean out my closet. And I couldn't believe it, but I had an entire garbage bags of stuff that I was like donating and getting rid of. I could not believe it because I like to keep things edited and tight. But there was a couple things that I don't know, I just somehow missed. And I was going through my closet last night and I was like, what the heck is this? So here's the deal. I love a print. I live in Miami. We love florals. We love prints, but they often can just scream a certain period. And I found this like floral corset sort of boosty. Oh, I know where I found it. I found it in my like tailoring pile. It was a mess. Anyway, I was like, why did I have this? Why did I not return it? And quite honestly, I'm sure it was because I was just too lazy to return it and thought like, someday I'll wear it. I've never worn it. But it just looks so dated and just way too try hard. So if you've got pieces like that with big floral prints or just things that are not timeless and classic, it might be time to retire them. Like I said, I love a print, but things that are just never gonna go out of style and never make you look frumpy are, of course, solids, right? They're always gonna look more expensive. They're gonna look more classic, more timeless. But also if you do love a print, which I do, polka dots, always classic, always timeless, always chic. You know, I mean, how many of us, raise your hand, want that brown and white polka dot dress from Pretty Woman? Yes, it haunts my dreams, always has and always will. And it's timeless, right? And there's polka dots all over the runways right now. And again, we don't have to follow trends, but we can see what's out there. Also stripes. You know, anything striped is going to look classic. It's going to look timeless. Now, rugby stripes right now are also very of the moment. I hate them. So you have to do what works best for you and your style. I do like just like a classic, like nautical, you know, more Parisian type of stripe. I don't have a ton of stripes, but when I do, it's like I can have those pieces for years, pull them out, and they look classic, they look current, they look fresh, and definitely not dated or frumpy. My next two items are things that honestly I feel like jail, just immediate jail, okay? And I'm gonna be really serious about this, and I'm sorry. But again, we have to like think about where are we and what are we putting out there into the world. If you are a tunic over leggings kind of girl, stop it. Jail, stop doing that to yourself. I love a tunic. I love a tunic, but do not wear it over leggings. Think a tunic over some wide, flowy, whether it be jeans or trousers. That can look chic AF with a belt and maybe a necklace. That's chic, that's classic, that's timeless. But I'm talking like a tunic, like hide me over leggings. No, you look like you are hiding. It is apparent that you are trying to hide your body. Now, this can go in two different ways. The tunic over leggings, like you want to start working out, maybe you're going to a gym and you don't feel comfortable. First of all, I want you to know I see you, I hear you, I totally get it. However, that's actually less figure flattering than wearing something that's a little bit more fitted. And there's so many options at a bajillion different price points right now. So update your activewear. And here's the key. If you want to do that tunic thing over a legging, do layers. So maybe have like a little zip up top. So you just have something where you feel a little bit more covered, right? I love a little puffy vest. It just adds a little bit of interest to an activewear outfit. Play with it a little bit. I don't even care. If you wanted to just tie a little sweater or some kind of third piece around your waist to give you a little booty coverage, if that makes you feel better and kind of define the waist, that would be better than a tunic. So play with it a little bit and really give yourself a heart to heart. Don't make yourself wrong, but we can do better, right? Now, if you're doing that tunic over leggings as like an outfit, jail. No, but seriously, with love, don't do that. You are better than that. There's so many other options for you to feel comfortable. So like I said, you could do the tunic with the flowy pants and then just belt it in and like just have that sort of chic look, or just find a pair of pants that are as comfortable as leggings. Like right now I'm wearing a pair of jeans. These are super comfy jeans. They're like a subtle barrel leg. I have them rolled up at the ankles. I've had these for 6 years maybe, and they're super comfy. They're from Zara, right? And I just love them because they're like a bit of a jaunty. I can move in them. I can do whatever I want in them. I don't need to be wearing leggings. Arguably, these are more comfortable than leggings because they're not sucking in the life out of my waist right now, right? Play with your pants, wear trousers, find trousers that work for you. Maybe find longer skirts. I find that that's like really comfortable so that you can move and like, you know, squat down and do all the things that you need to do, but be comfy. So just really go through your wardrobe piece by piece and look for the things that are actually going to work for your life right now. I have a 5-year-old, so mini skirts and like stilettos are just like not it, right? But my point is, if you're hiding in your clothes and you think leggings and a tunic are making you not be seen, you're kind of right, but you are worth so much more than that. So go through your closet, have a friend go with you, because we can do better than that. No more tunics, no more leggings, none of that combination anymore. All right, this is one that in Miami, they're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna just say it. I think it looks super, super dated and frumpy when we're wearing the matching sweatsuits out in the wild. If you're at the gym and you want to wear a matching activewear set, a matching sweatsuit, great. But I just think it looks very like 10 years ago Kardashian style. And like, it's just not good, and it's not flattering on pretty much anyone, you know, especially the like hoodie with the sweatpants, and like, I don't care if your whole thing was like $3,000, it's ridiculous, all right? Again, we can do better. So if you're doing that as loungewear, let's say you're taking a flight and you're like, but Tracy, I can't wear anything but a sweatsuit on a flight. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can get an elevated loungewear set. In fact, I actually just got one on Amazon. Now, personally, I love it. I absolutely love it in my home. I will never wear those two pieces out in the wild. To me, it just looks a little too cozy than I like. I get it. I could play with it if I had a long jacket over it and like whatever. I could maybe chic it up a little bit, but quite honestly, I don't want to. But in my home as a cozy lounge outfit, if I'm like cooking dinner and we're just like hanging in the house, it's great. And I wouldn't be embarrassed to like open the door, have a friend come over, because it's not like ratty old pajamas, right? So yes, you can absolutely update your loungewear. And again, price points, you can get them all over the place. If you're doing that as like your workout gear, like I said, there's again, gamut of price points. I get so many workout sets from Amazon. They're great, they're matching, they make you feel pulled together, but that's for exercise, right? So it's not that sweatsuit look. And if you're doing that matching sweat set as pajamas, just get some new pajamas. Now, my favorites, I've gotten great sets at Gap Body. Eberge is a little bit more high-end, but I absolutely love them. Butter soft. But Gap Body is fantastic. I personally always, this is one area where materials matter, because I've been in menopause for 2 years, so I'm not about to be wearing any kind of polyester anything. I need something that is breathable, cotton, light, comfy, cozy. So do a little legwork, go through your pajama drawer, go through your loungewear drawer, and if you need updating, do it. I'm here to help, and I'll leave you some resources in the description box, of course. Before we continue on, I just want to say huge thank you for being here. Our community has grown so much over the last year, and I just love what we're building here on YouTube. If you haven't already, one of the best ways to support my channel is just smash on that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit on that bell notification so you always know when I have a new video that goes live. I love you guys so much, and I love getting active in the comments with you. It's truly one of my favorite things to do. So definitely leave me a comment. Okay, this is another one where I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat, especially from those girls in Miami, but I think those dresses that are just too fancy, like just too much going on, look really dated and are actually making you look frumpy. So hear me out. When I was doing my big closet clear up, I found this dress that I thought, oh, it's black, it's chic, you know, it's current, but like with a blazer, oh, elevated. Wrong, I got rid of it. I wish I could show it to you, but it had like cutouts in the waist. It was just like, it was just not it. So any kind of dresses with those cutouts, I just feel like, especially over 45, can look a little try hard. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? Things that have all that like kind of wrapping, it's just like too much. And Miami is a town where we love doing too much, right? So just don't. Let you shine. To me, that's one of the most beautiful things about aging, is just being comfortable with yourself and knowing that you are the prize and that you are worthy of shining no matter what your age or stage of life that you're in. Those bandage dresses, those cutout dresses, those things are just a little bit too much. Put more of the focus on the dress instead of beautiful you. Think simple, think classic, think elegant, think timeless. Now, I recently had an event that I was going to, and the dress code was cocktail, but I was like, you're not gonna fool me, because I know this is Miami, and Miami cocktail is a little bit more than your average cocktail. And I was looking for dresses, and it was so funny because I found two that I really liked, and I was so torn between them. But I realized that for that event, as much as I love this sort of red sculptural one, I was like, people are gonna be going up to me being like, oh my God, I love your dress. And so I went with the black one, which is a little bit more subdued, but then I realized that then people were going to come up to me and be like, wow, you look amazing. Not your dress. It's a very subtle shift, but I think it's just a very mature shift. And again, you're never gonna look frumpy when everyone's like, wow, look at you. So get rid of those things that are just too much. Believe it or not, they look frumpy at this point. Okay, let's get into accessories. And again, I'm guilty of all these too. So don't get mad at me. I am guilty, and I got rid of some of this stuff. So your shoes, a lot of your shoes, and specifically your boots. We are in winter, or you know, as winter as it gets here in Miami. And you know, those little suede ankle booties, those just scream 10, 15 years ago. They were the rage, right? You could get them like cheapo or designer. I just feel like it just looks super dated. So get rid of those. Any of those kind of sculptural boots. I had some of those shoes where it was like the heels cut out, or a boot with a toe cut out, or that like zipper up that's like silver of a black boot. It just looks cheap. It looks dated. You are better than that. So instead, what you are going to do is just wear your more simple low-heeled boots right now, which, I mean, were they ever not of the moment, but are really of the moment right now. And that's always been a staple I've had in my wardrobe since literally the 80s. I'm not even kidding. I remember since like 1988 having a low-heeled black boot and a heeled black boot. You cannot go wrong with that at any price point. You wanna go to Celine or Hermes, go for it. Or you wanna go to DSW, you do you, okay? Like Amazon, fantastic. So it doesn't matter what you're paying for it, but just very simple, where the focus is not on that boot, but it's really just, you know, to give you a little lift, a little height, or if you're wearing like black tights or something, to blend and give you a little bit more length in your leg. And lastly, let's talk about accessories. I am very basic. I am pretty boring when it comes to accessories, but that's really just because I want to keep things very simple. I have a friend who loves big dangly earrings, loves like conversation pieces, like really cool, and they are cool, don't get me wrong, but she also is always complaining about her double chin, and I'm like, it doesn't compute. Okay, so let's be real, things start sagging a little bit in this area. We don't need to talk about it, right? Happens to all of us. So if you're wearing big, long, dangly earrings, not only are they gonna look dated and quite honestly a little bit frumpy, but it's also dragging down the energy and the focus of your face. When we were 20, we could wear an earring down to our collarbones without a problem. But you know, if you're over 40, 45, you definitely do not want that. So here's a good rule. No earrings longer than your chin or your jawline here, okay? And I'm not talking here, I'm talking here. All right, that's about it. I have literally one pair of earrings that are chunky. They're a little bit more sculptural, so they look more current. They're not dangly. They're not like weird. They don't have that like long hook. I hate that. I think that looks cheap. But they're right on my ear, so they also don't let my earlobe droop, which we don't want also, but it ends right here, so it's not dragging my face down. And there are times where it's like you're wearing a boring black outfit. Like if I was wearing this and I had those earrings on and maybe just pulled my hair back a little bit, that would look really cool. So just use this as your little guideline, nothing longer than this. I think it's actually better, especially at this point in our lives, to have just more signature pieces. Like you'll always find me with my rings. I always have my little necklace. Usually I have on earrings. For some reason today I didn't put them on. But if I do, it's usually a gold earring, whether it be a hoop or some kind of version of that, but not huge. Small to like medium at best, okay? So go through your wardrobe. It's time. Remember, you are worthy of being seen at any age and any stage of life. All of this I'm saying with love, and all of these things I too have really fallen prey to, and I just had to like cut the cord and get rid of these things. Now, if you're sitting there going, but I love these things and this is how I feel my best, you do you, truly. Like if that's how you feel best, the best way for you to not look frumpy is to be your most confident self and just show up. But these are guidelines that overall, I'd say you're probably aging yourself and dating yourself. So that's what I've got for you today. I love you. You are awesome. You're amazing. And if you want to keep hanging with me here on YouTube, make sure to check out this video next. I'll see you there.